It is the morning after DisruptCRE San Francisco, and I have so many thoughts and feelings after yesterday's conference that I want to share with you guys. We really spent a lot of the day talking about data, no surprise there, but I think that it's important to talk about some of the different categories that are most relevant to our industry and some of the things that transpired in yesterday's conversations. It seems no matter what subject we talked about, data was at the core, and so some of the overarching categories seem to be building data and data as it relates to the physical infrastructure, whether it's the building at large or a particular tenant suite, and then transactional data. Data that is helping us uncover information, new deal opportunities, everything from identifying trends in maybe even lease transactions. There's so much as it relates to transactional data that is advancing commercial real estate and helping people be more efficient, make more money, do all of the things that we look to accomplish with technology, and just generally support the functions that we look to accomplish our day-to-day jobs. And so the last piece of kind of data, this category, if you will, that I think is just starting to play into the real estate strategy is consumer data, and the notion that buildings really becoming these vessels for data capture and understanding how people want to interact with cities. So the relationship between even transportation data and building and the infrastructure therefore around it is super, super interesting. And I think as people start to realize in this industry that real estate, whether it's office, whether it's retail, whether it's multifamily, not only, do we have our core business, the traditional business that we're all used to and the revenue models that currently exist, but truly an opportunity to expose this new stream of revenue through data capture about people. And, I think there's a lot of sensitivity around privacy, especially here in San Francisco, and that's certainly something to consider with any new technology implementation. And we talked a lot about vulnerability of, each new technology that is implemented in a building and the cybersecurity needs around those implementations, both from a corporate infrastructure standpoint, but also from a physical building standpoint. So that was certainly a big part of the conversation, as it should be. And, it's no longer just banking information, employee information, all of the behind the scenes business information that we're looking to protect. But a lot of times, especially here in San Francisco, it's that intellectual property. It's the secret sauce behind the magic behind a company and what makes them tick that, tenants are prioritizing that we need to look to protect. And so I think the value proposition for securing real estate is also evolving. And so it's very interesting. I think that there's a lot of new technology to tackle this issue. It's not this kind of impossible feat, like it maybe has been in the past. We talked about, some of these CIOs being able to sleep at night knowing that their portfolios are secure and that there are a lot of hands in that pot to make sure that that happens. We talked a lot about workplace as a service and tenant experience and the notion of experience at large playing a more significant role in commercial real estate strategy. And again, I think it comes back to having so much data about what people want, what they're responding to, what they're using in terms of services and amenities, what supports their lifestyle, what helps create some level of frictionless transaction with the building, whether it's simply, having coffee delivered to your office, lunch, dry cleaning. We have a massage pop-up going here in this 31st floor today on a Friday with Tishman Spire. There's all kinds of things that we're able to provide, and it's mostly about what is actually effective. From a workplace as a service standpoint, there was a lot of discussion around what that means. And hopefully, at this point, we have talked a lot about the differences between workplace as a service and co-working, just at the baseline. But what is the difference really between a serviced workplace and bringing services to an existing workplace environment to enhance that experience, and workplace as a service almost as this on-demand workplace curation and management? And so that was a very, very interesting conversation. I'm excited for you guys to see that video. And just generally, again, tenant experience. There's so much we can do in programming a building based on what people have responded to historically when we're in the pre-development process even. And I think that's really pretty interesting thing. So while it pains me to say goodbye to this building for the year, I do want to say a special thank you to the team at Tishman Speyer. They've been exceptional in terms of their hospitality and just attention to detail, making this experience amazing for us at DisruptCRE as well as our whole audience. We really appreciate it. I'd like to say thank you to Moody's Analytics, our title sponsor, all of our sponsors, in fact, for helping us make such an incredible day happen for the city of San Francisco CRE tech community. Join, Switch Automation, Equium, Moody's again, Tishman Speyer again, Brandcast, Ascensus. Thank you all so much for making our day so fantastic. And I look forward to sharing all the session videos with you guys so you can check them out, share them, and join us on this CRE tech education journey.